In the lush highlands of Liora lived a young archer named Arin. His arrows flew straighter than most, and villagers often praised his talent. Each festival, crowds gathered just to watch him shoot. But over time, the praise became a weight on Arin's shoulders. Whenever he stood before a target, his mind raced. What if I miss? What if they stop believing in me? What if my next shot isn't perfect? He imagined the perfect arrow, its curve, its flight, the sound it should make when it struck the center. But the harder he tried to force perfection, the more his hands stiffened. His arrows trembled in the air, drifting off course. Arin began to dread practice. Every mistake felt like a failure. Every imperfect shot felt like proof that he would never be good enough. One afternoon, exhausted and frustrated, Arin wandered into the quiet, whispering grove. There, under an ancient oak, sat Elda, a wise hunter whose arrows were said to find their way even in complete darkness. Elda noticed Arin's troubled expression. "Your shoulders carry too much weight," she said softly. "Sit." Arin sat beside her and confessed, "I want my arrows to be perfect, but the more I think about the perfect shot, the worse I become. I feel like I'm losing my gift." Elda chuckled gently. "When I was your age, I chased perfection too. Every hunt, every shot, I imagined how flawless it should be. But no matter how hard I tried, the world never matched the image in my mind." "What changed?" Arin asked. Elda picked up her bow and held it out for him to feel. "I stopped aiming for perfect," she replied. "I started listening to the wind, to my breath, to the rhythm of drawing the bow. I became present. The shot wasn't something I forced, it was something that happened." Arin frowned. "So you're saying the outcome isn't the goal?" Elda smiled. "When you obsess over the target, you lose the arrow. But when you trust the moment, the arrow finds the target on its own." Her words sank into Arin like rain into dry soil. The next morning, he returned to the practice field. Instead of imagining the perfect hit, he felt the warmth of the sun on his skin, the pull of the bowstring, the whisper of the wind. His breath steadied, his hands relaxed. He released the arrow. It cut through the air with effortless grace, straight into the center. Shot after shot, he didn't chase perfection. He simply embraced the process, the stance, the breath, the movement. And with each moment of presence, his arrows grew truer than ever before. Arin realized something beautiful. Mastery wasn't about perfecting the result. It was about honoring the moment. Perfection was a byproduct of presence. From that day on, shooting became joyful again. And his arrows? They flew more true and more silent than he had ever imagined.